Hey y'all, welcome to Hillbilly Homesteading. We were out today at the grocery store and I was looking around at some of the prices, the things you can find, that it's difficult to find other things, and it got me thinking about maybe sharing some of the tips and tricks that we use here on our homestead, just to kind of help fill in those gaps where you can't find the things that you want, or somebody gets sick in the house and you don't have anything. Cold and flu is of course the big one for everybody. So one of the things that we do is we do fermented garlic and honey. So there's lots of properties for this. You can even get the kids hooked on it. Start feeding them honey garlic chicken wings and get them hooked on the sauce, right? What better medicine to take when you have a cold than the sauce from your chicken wings? So, so they both prevent sicknesses. The honey and the garlic, they have similar properties, and they also have different properties that all help with huge immune boosting. Together, when you use them, they can help deal with symptoms of asthma. It can help decrease those symptoms. If you use honey that's local to you, I've read in some articles that it can also help with allergic reactions of things in plants in your area. So if you have, allergy seasons, this can possibly help out with that. Help to keep them, a little bit more manageable. Honey garlic together also is really great for brain health. It's a crazy world. We could all use a little bit more brain health, right? So it helps increase your memory, your concentration, it helps increase your focus. It can also help protect your brain against the diseases that come generally when you're older, dementia, Alzheimer's. It can help, the garlic itself there's many studies that show that garlic can really help with heart disease by lowering your cholesterol. It also helps lower your blood pressure. Garlic helps with arthritis, infection, constipation, so it can help with minor day-to-day ailments that we get just, here and there. It can also help prevent things down the line that generally come along in our society. Honey, antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. It helps fight inflammation in the body. So again, adults, as we get older, right, we all get those aches and pains in our joints and our muscles, and that's inflammation. It's other things as well, but it's inflammation in the body due to the stresses that we put them through every day. Whether that's working out, going to work, or just stress of life. Worry and stress can cause a lot of inflammation in the body. So everyone is heightened right now, right? Everybody is heightened. So this honey, of course, it can soothe a sore throat. So kids, that's why the kids like it. It can help heal wounds. This has been going on for, centuries. People have been using honey for wound healing because of all the antibacterial and the anti-everything properties that they have. So it's not scary, it's not hard, it's so simple. It takes you minutes in the kitchen. So we actually found some heirloom garlic that is in Ontario here, and we just got it at our local Foodland here. And so it's grown here in Ontario. So you peel your garlic, don't throw away your peels. We're going to do another video down the line, right? Even your little stems, and save all of your skins. We're going to do, just put them in a Ziploc bag. I keep one frozen in the freezer all the time. And I take all of my ends and everything, I dump them in there. Your skins, the skins actually have, well, we'll go over that when we do that video. Stay tuned. So then I just seal them back up and pop those in the fridge. When I get enough, then I go ahead and use make a veggie broth with them. So a while ago I did one, and I cut the garlic really small because I wasn't exactly sure how everyone in the family was going to like it. And this one has actually been lasting me a few months now, but I'm noticing we're starting to get down on it. So when you make this, it does take 4 weeks you can start using it, but the longer you can let it sit, the better it is. So 6 weeks, I find it's great. I eat it. Just a piece of it or a couple pieces of it. If I'm starting to feel kind of lethargic, I'll eat more. But it actually kind of turns into a garlic candy. It's fantastic. I like it. Or if 4 weeks, it's still it has a good garlic punch to it. If you like that kind of thing, then by all means, go ahead. But if you like the sweetness and the candy more, then for sure you're going to you're going to want to wait a little bit. So that's it. You take it, you peel it, you cut off your ends, take off any bad spots, nobody wants to eat that. And then I cut mine into chunks. You can cut them smaller if you have kids too, right? So it's not such a big piece that they're eating. That can be a little overwhelming from them and turn them off. We don't want to do that. So, but I love it. I love it myself. Dan likes it also. So we do a little bit bigger chunks this time. Then we're literally going to take them, take a jar, you're going to scoop them, put them in your jar. Then you're going to pour honey over top of it. It's really that simple. So my honey starts to crystallize. I buy my honey in bulk from somebody local to us. Iona Honey. You can find her on Facebook. Fantastic family. It's a family-owned business, and their honey is fabulous. Unpasteurized. You can get all kinds of products there made with honey that they make right there in their farm. You can also buy baskets and gifts, but the honey is superb. So once you have your garlic, you put it into your jar, you take your honey. When it crystallizes, all you got to do is just put a pot of warm water, boil it, turn the heat off, and just let the honey jar, the whole jar, sit in there, and it will liquefy. So then you just pour it in there. That's all you got to do. So you're going to want to make sure that the honey is covering all of the garlic. If you get it nice and full, you want to leave about maybe an inch-ish head space from the top. About like so. An inch too for measurement on your jars, just so it makes it nice and easy, is the rim around the top, right? The neck, the whole neck of the jar, that's an inch head space. So you bring it up to the in and around that area. And then you put your lid on. So the fermenting process, of course, like I mentioned, takes about 4 to 6 weeks. You want to make sure that the garlic stays covered in your honey. So when it's in there, at the beginning, you're just going to kind of roll it around a little bit. You can shake it if you want to. It's kind of hard to shake honey, but you can do it. Just roll it around a little bit there. Make sure that all the garlic gets covered on all sides. And then this just gets stored at room temperature. This is one of the things that you want to pay attention to for about 3 seconds every day. There are some videos out there and others that do it longer. They'll shake it. You know, all different kinds of ways, and there's all different kinds of ways you can do it. This is just how we do it. We're really busy. We do a lot of things, so we have quick, easy, get the job done kind of projects, and this is one of them. So every day, keep it in a dark corner in your kitchen. I happen to have a great one back here. You can put it in a cupboard maybe that you go into every day, just as long as it doesn't have direct sunlight, that's okay. So one of the things you're going to notice as this starts to ferment is your honey is going to become more liquidy, and that's okay. Honey has a very low water content, so it's going to actually absorb the juices from the garlic. That's what's really good to use in marinades, salad dressings, glazes. You can make sauces out of them. You can drizzle over top as a garnish. Or you could just eat it. It's really good just to eat it if you have a sore throat. Down the hatch, it coats the kid's throat. That's why it's great for the kids. They like it. The ones I've come across anyways. You'll also notice that the garlic is going to change color over time. The longer it sits, the more the color change is going to happen. That's a-okay, it's not a problem. You'll notice it'll go a reddish color, it'll go blue, it can even go black, that's okay. Nothing wrong with the garlic, it's just the light and the oxidization is just changing the color, that's all. There's nothing wrong with the garlic itself. The honey will bubble. That's good. You want to see it bubbling. That's letting you know that the fermentation process is actually happening. That's the gas that's being formed when the fermentation happens. So one thing you have to do every day, I do it twice a day. There's some out there that say do this 3, 4, 5 times a day. I do it twice a day in the morning and at night. So it's in your dark corner. You're going to take it, and I call it the burp and flip. You literally open it up and you'll hear a tch kind of noise. That's just the gas releasing. So you burp, tighten the lid back up, and then I flip it upside down onto its lid. If you have trust issues like I do, I just put it on a plate. So in case the lid leaks a little bit, it's not all over the counter because nobody likes to clean up honey. So I just leave a plate there and it keeps it nice and simple. So every day in the morning I do a burp and a flip. So at night, again, I'll take it and I will burp it, and then I'll leave it right side up. So in the morning, upside down, night, right side up, however you want to do it. Some will say that you need to shake it every day, 3 or 4 times a day. If you want to do that, go ahead. It's not wrong. It's just different. It takes more time. And quite frankly, I forget often. So if it goes a couple of days where you don't flip and burp it, it's okay. The problem is that you want to make sure the garlic stays covered in the honey at all times. Otherwise, you can open yourself up to the chance of botulism and other bacteria that's in there. It's very, very rare because of all the anti-everything properties that's in the honey and in the garlic. But it is very low risk of that. So yeah, you just want to make sure, roll it around, coat it up, and then leave it upside down. Roll it around, coat it up at night, leave it right side up. So in 4 weeks, go ahead, it combines everything as you can go ahead and it has a lot of beneficial properties. Has beneficial properties individually on their own, but together it's like a powerhouse. So yeah, but 6 weeks is ideal. So nice and easy, great for cooking, has great medicinal properties, just stores at room temperature, it's easy, it's handy, and you don't kind of get caught when illness strikes and you have nothing that you can give them. Or the cost is astronomical, so this is extremely budget friendly. And of course, the better quality honey, the better quality garlic that you use, the better it's going to be, obviously. But you know what, just the stuff you get in the grocery store will work absolutely fine, and you'll get the beneficial properties from it to one degree or another. So yeah, we'll be doing videos like this often. I'll just show you the little tips and tricks. I do sprouting, we grow, we do all kinds of things here, we raise chickens, and we're constantly changing and adding to. So anything that I can do to show little tricks, show little tips, how to budget save. We grow a lot of our own food here now. We do a lot of our own preserving. So yeah, leave comments down below, and if there's anything specific you'd like to see, I'll show you how we do it. And if I don't know, then we'll learn together and I'll show you what I learned. Alrighty, but that's it guys. Fermented honey and garlic. And I usually mark fermented honey and garlic. I put the date, and then because my memory is not so great, because I get going so fast, I forget things, which is one of the reasons why I'm eating the honey and garlic. But I write how long the process is, so 6 weeks. So I got the date, I got how long the process is, I don't have to hold it in my mind, I can go on with other things. So yeah, flip and burp every day. 6 weeks, you got yourself a great concoction that will boost, save money, boost the bank account, boost your immune system, boost your alertness. I've noticed that I've been taking this for quite some time now, and it helps also with curbing my appetite. It has also helped with that 3 o'clock crash. I don't have that anymore, where, you know, 3/4 of the day you just kind of fall off the radar, and of course we go for coffee, we go for sweets, we go for something that's going to give us that boost so that you know, we can get on with the end of our day and finish up with everything else we got to do. That's gone now. Got more energy to accomplish all the things that we need to do. And I give a lot of that credit to the honey garlic. It really has done quite a bit for me. So much so that Dan is now on board with it. He's seen the changes, and he's having a little trouble keeping up, to be honest. So yeah, he gave it a shot finally. It just didn't seem like a combination to him that was something he wanted to venture into, but he did give it a try, and he realized that the taste was actually quite pleasing, and it wasn't as horrid as he thought it was going to be. So yeah, anyways, let it sit for 6 weeks again. The longer you let it sit, the better the taste is, and start getting your kids hooked on honey garlic chicken wings, and then they'll be nice and ready to take their medicine. Alright, thanks guys. Leave comments down below if there's something again you want to see, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.